Well, no one has accused the Mamata Banerjee government of shielding rapists, nor any Trinamool workers of being involved in rapes. But the way Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee has reacted to the spate of brutal rapes and murders in Bengal this month alone has brought people out on the streets in protest. Not just in Kolkata, but also in some of the villages where these unfortunate incidents have occurred. The common cause, the government must ensure security for women in West Bengal, which has topped the list of states 2 years running for the highest number of crimes against women.
Mamata Banerjee completely losing her cool. This at Kamduni village, where a 20-year-old girl had been brutally raped and murdered on 7th June. Women in the village had wanted to talk to Mamata about how insecure they were feeling after the incident. But Mamata told them to shut up and labelled all the protesting women CPM supporters and Maoists. Instead of being cowed down by an angry chief minister, the women fought back. One of them, Tumpa Koyal.
কথা বলতে গেলাম এবারে দিদি তখন বলছে আমার যা কথা শোনা হয়ে গেছে আমি বলছি দিদি এটা তো মহিলাদের ঘটনা তাহলে মহিলাদের কাছ থেকে শুনুন আপনি তো সব ছেলেদের কাছ থেকে শুনলেন
Even before Tumpa's rebellion against Mamata, activists had demonstrated near the chief minister's home at Kalighat demanding security for women. This on 13 June. 13 of them were arrested. And after Tumpa stood up to the chief minister, the dam of anger broke. As it were, with this protest march the day after, a protest where even the Park Street rape survivor came out.
I am fighting and I will fight even if I have to lose this case.
Aparna Sen, who once marched for Mamata and against the left, lamented how Mamata had changed.
যখন তিনি বিরোধী পক্ষে ছিলেন তখন কিন্তু তার আরেকটি চেহারা আমরা দেখেছিলাম যে চেহারা আমাদের খুব ভালো লেগেছিল যখনই এরকম ধরনের ঘটনা ঘটতো তিনি সেখানে ছুটে যেতেন তাদের সহায় হতেন এখানে তাকে কেন সেই রূপে আমরা দেখছি না
But Mamata seemed literally on the warpath. On 20th June, Mamata claimed at a Panchayat poll campaign meeting that some guests on news channels who were discussing rapes and were critical of her were linked to pornography. Somehow that was the last straw, and a deluge descended on the streets of Kolkata on Friday. A mammoth march of ordinary people with a sprinkling of local celebrities. Over 10,000 strong, no party flags, no slogans mostly, only a demand for security for women.
Had the administration punished the culprits in time and adequately, this would not have happened.
All kind of people in all walks of life has come together.
Villagers from Kamduni participated in the Kolkata march, also the brother of a class 6 girl raped at Gede. But it is not Kolkata alone that is protesting. Villagers of Kamduni have been holding protest marches in the village itself. And over the last 2 days, villagers in Murshidabad district have also taken to their village roads to protest the alleged rape and murder of a woman there. Clearly, the signs are ominous for Mamata. A revolt at the grassroots is the last thing Trinamool needs. In Kolkata, Mamata Banerjee, NDTV.
We're asking tonight, is there no longer room for protests in Mamata Banerjee's West Bengal? Joining us on our discussion tonight, Onchita Ghotok, member of the Porichiti Society for Empowerment of Women. She was actually arrested while she took part at a peaceful protest outside the Chief Minister's home. We're joined also by Mohammad Salim of the CPIM, Nilanjana Chakraborty, an activist, Atanu Bhattacharya, Chief of Bureau of the Bartaman newspaper here in the national capital, also Kamal Mitra Chenoy, Professor, School of International Studies, JNU. But Onchita, let me begin with you, since you have, in a sense, a first-person view of all of this. You were actually arrested when you were protesting outside Mamata Banerjee's home, demanding the basic right to safety for women in the state. Are you upset about the way the Mamata government has responded both to people's genuine concerns about women's safety as well as to peaceful democratic protests?
Yes, Ankita, I'd like to clarify that we were not in front of Mamata Banerjee's house. We were actually quite far away from her house. And
So
it
in a
was,
sense, there was no
really
security threat,
shocking
as the
that,
policeman said.
Yes, I mean, we're actually quite amazed that, about 30 odd women with umbrellas and newspapers were seen as a threat to the Chief Minister's life. And we were there, we were speaking to the policemen. They were actually being quite nice at that point and saying, why don't you step aside, just make sure you don't block the traffic, stand aside here, wait, we'll speak to the Chief Minister. This was the mood at that time. And suddenly we found the policemen saying to some other police women that, pick them up, and before we knew it, people were just being hauled into the vans, and some of us got picked up because we were trying to pull our colleagues back. It was extremely distressing for all of us. I mean, the fact that we were arrested when we were just gathering peacefully. Two, because all kinds of canard is being spread about us. I mean, that's not fair. I mean, this is a democratic country, and we have a right to protest. But what is heartening is that protests are continuing all over the state. And as you know, on the 21st of this month, there was a very, very large gathering. People from all walks of life came together, and this was in Calcutta, but protests are happening all across the state. There are meetings happening. This afternoon there was a meeting at Jadavpur University where many people who are concerned about what's going on, especially concerned about violence against women, were there. And we're all trying to see what we can do to make sure that democratic voices are not stifled.
Well, concerns about democratic voices being stifled. Nilanjana Chakraborty, is that a view that you agree with? Do you believe that the West Bengal state administration has a role to play, that they should be called into question over the events of the last month or so?
Yes, absolutely. I think, you see, what is happening today, I was listening to Anchita also. I think we are suffering from a verbatim kind of a syndrome in India today. All politicians, they are, before they do any kind of action, they indulge in all kinds of rhetorics, one. Two is, I think, yes, the administration should take this issue very, very seriously for the simple reason that, this escalation in crime is actually, it's sending very, very wrong signals. I'm a mother, and I know how scary it is. But why just Bengal? It's all over India. I mean, I'm literally scared. It's like an epidemic which is happening. The more news are being reported, the more incidents are happening. So it's time, I think, certain stringent laws should be enforced, and probably an act or something. I'm not a legal expert, but this should be absolutely nailed.